Generate leads for like $1, $3. I can turn around and sell $50, even up to like hundreds of dollars. Today we're talking about how to start a lead generation business, and we're gonna try to do it in under 15 minutes. If you ain't beefing about the money, then what's the problem? Paul James here. Welcome back to the channel today. I am so excited you're here. Smash a like on this video if you're ready to learn about lead generation. That is the process of getting business owners more customers. Business owners are willing to pay anywhere from 10, 50, hundreds of dollars even per lead that you generate for them. And today I'm gonna share with you exactly how you can get started doing that even if you've never done it before. Now, if you're new here to the channel, I talk a lot about this stuff and I answer all questions that come in on my comment section of my videos on every video I upload within the first 30 minutes. So the best way to get notified of that so that you can get here on time is to subscribe and tick the bell notification icon so that you get notified when I release the video. Now we're gonna jump right into the video, but I did wanna let you know that I also did another video previous to this on using emails to reach out to people. So you're gonna wanna check that one out next after this video. All right, so let's go jump on the computer and break this entire thing down. All right guys, Paul James here. You guys are in for some serious gold here today. So I'm gonna dive right in. We're talking about how to get leads for just about any type of business. This works better for some businesses other than others, but I'm gonna show you basically how to find an offer that's gonna do really well, how to craft your offer, how to make it into an ad. And what you're gonna be able to do is you're gonna be able to generate leads. We generate leads for like $1, $3, like really cheap. And then these are leads that you can turn around and sell for $10, $50, even up to like hundreds of dollars. It's pretty insane. If you caught my last video, then you know already how to sell those leads. If not, I'll try and leave a link to that video so that you can learn how to take these leads that you get and then sell them to business owners for 5, 10 times what you paid for them. It's pretty nuts. So we're gonna use a niche today that I found by going to Craigslist. So what you wanna do is you wanna come up with a niche, and this works for basically, like I said, it works for pretty much anything if you can find a good offer. You may have to try a few times to find a good offer, but you're not gonna be spending much to test it out. I recommend $5 per day, and it takes about 3 days to find out if your offer is going to work or not. If it doesn't work, it's not a big deal. Just don't give up. Just start over and try to find a new offer. And when I started with this method, I took 3 offers and I started with 3. I probably recommend you just start with 1, but I was testing. I wanted to figure things out pretty fast. So I started with 3. 2 out of those 3 worked, and then 1 didn't work. Now, I will warn you that everyone on here who's gonna see what I'm talking about right now is probably gonna go after this specific niche, this specific offer. It's gonna get saturated most likely because I have a big following, a big audience. So my advice to you is not to copy my exact niche in this video, but instead use this as an example and model after so that you can find one of your own using the same principles I talk about. So I'm on Craigslist here. Here's the services section on Craigslist. Let's make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. And there's tons of different services you could go through and get ideas from. I went to the beauty section today, and I'm in the Milwaukee Craigslist. So you could go in any area you want. I don't care if you live in China, you could still target the United States. That's fine, it doesn't matter. Because we're landing clients by email. If you caught the last video I did, we talked about landing these clients using nothing but email, and it's very possible. Students do it all the time. So definitely check that video out, and I do it too. Okay, so I went down, there's people who are doing braids, weaves, what's this, hair growth, I saw makeup on here, but this one caught my attention, microblading. I think it's kind of like tattooing your eyebrows on, basically. It's like a little blade that they do, and they tattoo your eyebrows on so that women don't have to, constantly be drawing them on. They can just have them on all the time. So they have a special promotion here that I saw on their ad, which was $200 for the entire month. Now, keep in mind, although we could go after this company here, we don't have to just go after this company. We can go after a lot of different companies, but we're using their special offer because chances are good if they're posting it over and over again on Craigslist or on other sites, that it's an offer that probably is working, that they're probably getting leads for. So I want to really find out, what is it really worth? So $200 is what they're charging right now for May. And normally they charge $350. So that's almost half off. I went into Google after that and I looked up microblading Milwaukee, which has a lot of search volume here. I'm using a Chrome extension called Keywords Everywhere, and this is optional. You don't have to do this, but it's helpful to know there's a lot of people searching for this, which also indicates to me that this is probably a really good niche. So I looked at one of the paid ads here and I clicked on it, and I saw at the bottom of their site, they had some frequently asked questions. Where was this at? I think I clicked on microblading first or something like that, or services microblading. They had frequently asked questions down here, and they charge $495, which includes one touch-up session. So I think it'd be pretty safe to say at least 50% off this deal is maybe 60%, because other companies out there are charging a lot of money for it. So I'm not gonna go into the details about how to contact these companies, because I recommend you contact 5 or 6 of them to sell the leads to once you actually have them, because that was already covered in the last video. So you should go watch that after this one to learn about all of that stuff. But we're just gonna cover getting the actual leads. So that's gonna be our offer. We know that companies out there are willing to do it for $200 if they have leads coming in for it, even though their full price is $375, or over here their full price was $495. So that's how we're going to structure our offer. And if we can get someone to take on the leads for that price, that's great. If not, then we'll have to readjust our price and just, not contact those leads. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Facebook and we're going to set up an advertisement for this. And we're going to do it using generic branding, because we're not a microblading company. But what we're going to be is we're going to be the middleman. We're going to connect these leads to a microblading company. Okay, so I'm just on a training ad account that I have set up. I don't actually use this account for advertising. I use it just for training videos, so that's why it says it's not active, because it's not. But what we're gonna do is the principles are the same. We're gonna go and we're gonna create an ad. And the beautiful part about this is that we're gonna do what's called a website click ad, and this works really well for lead generation for local campaigns. It's the simplest ad to set up on Facebook, so if you're new or a beginner, that's great, because this is going to be a perfect way for you to actually learn, because it's the easiest one to set up. So you literally go to business.facebook.com and set up an account and come in here to your ads manager. It's in the upper left-hand menu. See right here, it says ads manager. You'll click that. And what you're going to do is you're going to hit create, this green create button. Okay, and we're going to do a traffic ad. That's going to be the consideration here, is traffic. Like I said, this is one of the easiest ones to set up. Okay, and we're gonna name this something. We'll just call this microblading. We'll hit continue. And this is the awesome part about it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna see where this company is located. So it looks like they're located West Capitol Drive, where West Lisbon, West Burleigh Street. So we're gonna try and take our Facebook ad and drop the pin over there, because we know that that seems to be a hot area for this type of service. So we're gonna come down right here where it says locations, and we're going to do Milwaukee so we can get in a little bit closer. So we're just gonna zoom into the map and find it. Should be pretty easy to find. I'm just looking, just scrolling through till I find it. Was Locust one of them? Oh no, it was Lisbon. Okay, there's Burleigh. So we're just gonna follow Burleigh until we find the streets we're looking for here. Okay, right here, West Capitol Drive. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop the pin, just like that. And we're gonna do within a 3-mile radius. I usually like to do. You can test different ones out, but what this allows you to do is this allows you to scale. You can do a 3-mile radius. You can drop the pin, a block down, do another 3-mile radius. And you can even shrink it more if you want. You can do just a 1-mile radius. But they have some advanced options here. You can do everyone in this location, people who live in this location, people recently in this location, people traveling in this location. So you can experiment with these different options. I wouldn't do probably traveling. Depending on the niche, I probably wouldn't do that one. But the other ones are pretty good to experiment with, the other 3. So we're just gonna leave it set as is. You can see we've got a daily reach right now of 5.3 to 16,000 people, 51 to 208 link clicks. Now, normally when you've seen people talk about Facebook ads, they probably tell you to go in and nail down some interests right here in the detailed targeting. But for this type of method, we actually don't want to do that because we're gonna tell in the ad copy what it's all about. People are gonna know it's about microblading in the ad copy, and we're optimizing for website clicks. So obviously if they're not interested in microblading, they're not gonna click our ad in the first place because our ad isn't going to be blind copy. They're gonna know exactly what it is just by reading the ad. So if they're clicking, they're obviously interested in it. So we don't have to actually do any targeting, which is great for interest. What we do wanna do is we wanna edit placements here. I recommend you go for the news feeds, and sometimes I'll do even just mobile to start with. So let's go and do that. We're gonna do mobile, depending on the niche. It's definitely, you know, this is a kind of niche where people are probably, they might be on their phone in the area, maybe they're on a lunch break, you know, they might be searching through their Facebook newsfeed and boom, it pops up and grabs their attention. All right, and we're gonna start with a $5 a day budget. We don't have to go crazy by doing $20. That's gonna yield us 4 to 25 clicks. That's not bad. That's 4 to 25 potential leads for $5 a day. And the better our landing page looks, which we'll talk about maybe in another video, the better chance that these actually convert. So that's how we're gonna set up our ad. Very straightforward. You can choose to optimize for delivery, either by link clicks, which is what it says, will deliver your ads to people most likely to click on them, or landing page views. We'll deliver your ads to people who are more likely to click on your ads link and load the website or instant experience. I sometimes do this. To do this one, you're gonna wanna put a pixel on your page. But if you're just starting off, I don't wanna bother you with any of that stuff. Just do link clicks. Link clicks works really well. So we're gonna hit continue. And now we need to actually set up our ad. And we're almost done. So if you've made it this far, you know, give yourself a pat on the back. It's not too bad, right? I mean, a couple steps here and we've got our ad set up and we're gonna have leads coming in. So you're gonna need to create a Facebook page here because you probably don't have one. So you'll have to come here and click create a Facebook page. I recommend doing brand or product because you're not actually a business. You're just, you know, just a random brand. You're creating something generic. You're the middleman between the consumer and the business. So don't call yourself a business, just do a brand. And you could call it something like microblading Milwaukee, right? Very generic. You're not saying Bob's microblading or whatever. You know, this is just some random page. And you can select a category. This doesn't matter too much. None of this is gonna make or break anything. Just do health, beauty. I do recommend that you put a profile picture in there so that, you know, it grabs people's attention, something to do with microblading. You know, go to Pixabay or Deposit Photos and find a stock photo to put in there. But I'll just set this up on my Facebook page so I don't have to create a new one. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna come to free stock images here, and we're going to find a picture that might work well for this ad. Let's try to find something about eyebrows. Now you do have to be careful with the health and beauty niche because Facebook will sometimes not approve ads if you show a specific part of the body. Like if you show just the eye, like this one right here, Facebook might not approve that ad. Don't let that discourage you from trying though. I mean, if they disapprove it, then just try something else. And I did one time for teeth whitening for a dentist client, and we showed just a smile of someone smiling, and they said that they didn't approve it because it showed a specific body part. So they're kind of funny with their policies, so you do have to be careful. But if you use one that's like a full face, but still like, you know, this is a full face photo, but it still emphasizes the eyebrows, right? You should be fine with something like that. So your text for the ad is going to be very straightforward. Remember, let's model it after their deal here. Special promotion, $200. So let's do that. You want to do a call out of the city. This is very important. This is what will get you clicks to your ad because they'll realize that this is for them. You know, they realize exactly who this is for. So I like to say, hey Milwaukee, for a limited time, we're doing microblading for just $200. We could even say something like that's 60% off our normal price and includes, I think they said it included seems like that's pretty standard, that it includes a touch-up session. I forget how they worded that. Let's look on here. Yeah, touch-up session. And this even includes a complimentary touch-up session. Click Learn More now to claim your spot before they run out. Very simple. Okay, so now if you were doing this for a roofing contractor, it would be the same thing, only you wouldn't say microblading. It would be whatever their service is, and you just kind of talk about the deal. So you can put something in the headline, 60% off, this month only, or for a limited time, something like that. And in here you'd put your website URL. I don't have a website URL created, but maybe in the next video I'll talk to you guys about what you should have on your website once the lead comes there. If you're interested in this type of thing and you like it, let me know and maybe I'll create that video. But that's basically it, guys. You just scroll down and you save the ad, and your ad will go live, and you'll be generating tons of clicks coming to your ad, which if your landing page is good, those clicks will turn into leads. And then you can use the advice in my last video. If you didn't watch that yet, I highly recommend you go check that out. You could take those leads and forward them to like 5 or 6 people who do microblading and start selling those leads. Again, I recommend you pick a unique niche, because this is going to get saturated, because I've got a big audience. People are going to be copying me. Use the information I shared with you in this video to come up with something of your own. But yeah, guys, that is basically it for the method. I hope that you enjoyed it. Very straightforward, very easy to get started with. Go out there and take action on this stuff. All right, guys, so there you have it. That is exactly how you do it. I hope we made the 15-minute mark cut off. I think we got pretty close. But anyways, I'm gonna leave a link to another video so that you can learn my 2 proven email templates to actually close these clients now that you know how to get leads for them. This works really, really well, even if you're a beginner with no credibility, so you're gonna wanna make sure you check that video out. But anyways, guys, smash a like if you like the video. Don't forget to be subscribed, turn notifications on. Follow me on Instagram at HelloPaulJames. I will see you in another video. I am Paul James. Peace out.